What's up, guys? Mike here, head trader at True Trading Group. October 2nd, TGG Tuesday was a fantastic day. Before a big day for me, guys. I'm going to get into it in a second, but before I do, I want to just say thank you to all of the YouTube subscribers that joined me in chat today. Every Tuesday, we open up the True Trading Group chat free to everyone. If you missed it today, you can go on our website, TrueTradingGroup.com. In the top right-hand corner, you'll see a little link that says TTG Tuesday free. You click on that, you'll register, and that'll give you a link to come into chat next Tuesday when we open it up again free for everyone. There was a lot of the YouTube community was in that chat today. I was getting a lot of private messages from a lot of you guys. You know who you are. It was an absolute blast trading with you guys today, and it was a hell of a day. Great day. I caught two nice trades, long VTVT. I'm still holding on to a piece. We're trading much higher here after the close. We're up another like 15% or so after the close. I'm still long a piece of that position. My big win today, guys, is a 119% gain on a put option on Tilray. I'm still holding on to a piece of that as well. I sold the bulk of my position in that options trade for a 119% gain. I'm still holding on to a piece. I think Tilray gaps down tomorrow and we see further downside. So I'll get into those trades with you guys now. Let's get to it. Let's start with the options trade. We'll start with Tilray. Okay, let's go to the daily chart. Tilray had this huge, ridiculous move, okay, the thousands of percent gain from its IPO there in July, and then had this huge crash from 300 all the way down to 100, just a massive collapse. In this collapse, guys, is when that was when I profited 439% on a put option play that I caught on that Tilray. I ended up having the biggest day of the year on that day, and now I caught another put option play. What I was looking for with this Tilray was what I saw on this daily chart was this huge collapse, and I saw this action as just a relief bounce, a little relief bounce after this huge decline from 300 down to 100 up to 170. That's a good retracement, okay, retracement bounce on that crack. And once I thought that bounce ran out of steam, I was planning on going after Tilray to the short side. I think eventually we're going to go down and test this $100 area. This $100 area is key, okay, key, major support right here. There's your previous resistance, became support, and then became support. I think we're going to get down and test that area. Guys, I bought 150 strikes, October 5th expiration. So it expires on Friday, okay? And you see Tilray already here down at 138. So well in the money already. I sold the bulk of my position already for 119% gain. I still have a piece of that position. So that was kind of the game plan there. Once I saw Tilray was gapping down today, okay, so here's Tilray. Had the sell-off yesterday, which was a good sign. We kind of bounced back. A gap down today. Okay, once we gapped down today, we tried to push green on the day, and we got denied right there as we tried to push green. That also lined up with this little previous resistance point that the stock had yesterday. Okay, once I saw we got denied red to green right there, and the stock rolled back down towards the low of the day, right here is where I bought the 150 strike October 5th expiration put option on Tilray. I'll take you guys to my trade announcements. Here it is at 10:06 a.m. Long Tilray put option, 150 strike, expiration 10/5, 10/50. Okay, I paid 10.50 a contract for this trade. Okay, at 10:06 a.m. Let's go back to the chart. So there's my entry. You can see we broke the low of the day immediately and then kind of bounced our way back. I got a little concerned in here. Okay, when we were up in here, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I got a little concerned, okay, because we got back above VWAP, we got back above the trade line. It looked like we were going to rally back and push green into the afternoon, but that resistance held at 160, and then we rolled over. Once we rolled in here, I started to get confident in the trade, and then eventually we cracked later on in the afternoon. We cracked right there, rolled over, and just complete collapse. And right here was my first take profit. Okay, the reason why 145 was my first target, and the reason for that is, I'll take you to a 15-minute chart, and you can see in here this previous resistance that we saw at 145. okay, on the 28th. And that also kind of lines up with this gap down. So that's why I was looking at 145 as my first initial target on that trade, okay? And I'll take you back to my trade announcements. Again, guys, I had to break it up into 2 screenshots because another very active day today between myself and the other moderators in chat that send out trade announcements. But here you guys see at 3:25 p.m. took some profit. Tilray put option, 150 strike, 10.5 expiration, 14.35, still holding some. So about a 40% gain on that first one. Then we got this huge crash. Okay, big collapse right down to that 135 area, and I got filled. I don't even know how. These options trade so crazy, guys. They trade so thin that, you know, if the market is like, you know, 19 by 21.50 and just throw you just throw a contract out there at 23, and I got filled at 23. I actually have to go. I think 23 is the high on those contracts. I think I actually ticked the high on that contract, if I'm not mistaken. So that $23 exit on the bulk of my position was a 119% gain from the 1050 entry. I also bought some at 1060. Okay, so 1050, 1060, and you can see out there at 223, and I'm still holding some. So you see here, still holding some. Okay, I'm looking for further downside tomorrow. I'm looking for a gap down tomorrow. You can see here we are after market trading lower. Actually, no, we're bouncing back a little bit now. Okay, but I'm looking for further continuation to the downside tomorrow. And if we can get close to that 100 by tomorrow or Thursday, the price of those options are going to spike even more. I'll probably be selling them around 50 bucks. They might get crazy if we start to really crash down there towards 100. Would be another home run put option on Tilray. It would be my second one in 2 weeks, or in a couple of weeks. So huge trade there, guys, on that Tilray. Again, I'm looking for further downside, still holding a piece of that position. Now, let's get to VTVT. Here we are, VTVT. I'm still long a piece of this as well. I traded this stock twice today. I'll take you guys into my first trade. Okay, here is my first trade on VTVT. Pops up, goes crazy, right? Has this big, strong push off the opens on a little surge in volume. We then pull back in, and what you can notice here is VWAP and the 38.2 Fibonacci level start to hold support. The trade line starts to play catch up and starts to cross and began to cross over VWAP, and the stock took off without me. Right? I wanted to buy this in here around 130, and I didn't. The stock starts to run on me, and I just banged the ask with a market. I just market ordered myself in right there at $1.43. I'll take you guys to my trade announcements. Long VTVT at 958, 143, stop loss 130 area. Right away, we spiked through the high of the day. I took some profit off at 165. Okay, I'll take you back. So right away, I took some off right there at 165. We then pull ourselves back in. VWAP continues to hold support. Now it's the 23.6 Fibonacci level. That's coupling with VWAP. And then you can see we just continue to hold VWAP. Okay. And then I got a little concerned with VTVT in here. I thought the volume had completely died out. We failed to break the high of the day, not once, but twice. I thought we were going to roll over and break below VWAP. I thought I was going to get stopped out of this trade. I actually started to really lose confidence in this trade during this moment here, like this hour window, 45-minute window. But we ended up holding VWAP, and the stock just continued higher. You can see here, VWAP just held and pushed us right up through the high of the day. I took more profit off right here. Back to my trade announcements. Nope, wrong one. Where are we at? Here we go. At 11.28, took more profit. VTVT 163, still holding some. And then my final take profit was at 182, 9 minutes after the fact. And that is right up into there is my final take profit. So here's my entry. First take profit, second take profit, third take profit. All right, that was on my first trade on VTVT. Now, I'll take you guys to my second trade on VTVT. The second trade here on VTVT is all about the afternoon setup. Okay, when you guys are looking for, during lunchtime, you should be looking for stocks that have good setups for potential afternoon moves. And a good way to do that Okay, a way to find and identify those setups that are going to give you those afternoon pushes. Look for stocks that were strong in the morning, that are holding above key support levels all throughout lunchtime, because those are the stocks that once volume comes back into the stock in the afternoon, those are usually the ones that have the best chance of making an afternoon push. So I was looking at IGC, OGEN, and VTVT during lunchtime. During lunch, OGEN and IGC both cracked below those support levels and kind of pulled in. They kind of fell apart. They ended up rallying late in the day, both of them, back towards the highs. But for the sake of that lunchtime move, they broke down. So I started to really focus on VTVT because that one was still holding together. And I want you to notice something here. You can see this, all this previous resistance from those morning highs started to hold support. All throughout lunchtime, this stock held support at that level, and you also have VWAP sitting right below it. Okay, so we're talking about holding above these key support levels all throughout lunchtime. Right as we come out of lunchtime, which is 2 o'clock, lunchtime is usually from 12 to 2. So right there, coming out of 2 o'clock, I got long right there. Okay, let's go to my trade announcements. Here we go, long VTVT at 2:02 p.m. Long VTVT 179. Okay, looking for a retest of the high of the day. We end up pushing ourselves up. I take my first profit off right there at 195. 195, still holding some, okay? And then right before the close at 354, I sold the bulk of my position at $2, still holding a piece. Okay, just because I didn't want to hold the bulk of my position going into the close. So there's my second take profit, and I'm holding on to a piece looking for continuation, and you can see we're trading higher here after market. I was actually going to sell on this push right here after market. This is just a few minutes ago before I was making this video. I was waiting to make the video because I was watching this. I was thinking about selling this position if we got up to like 240, 245, but we didn't quite get there. I was ready to sell it. We got up to 237. Now we're starting to pull back a little bit. So I'm going to hold on to this for a little bit longer. It's just a small piece. I've got about 20% of my position left. And I'm just looking for continuation on VTVT tomorrow. Okay, we'll see if we get, I think maybe we have a chance to get up towards this 200-day moving average, or at least get up to like 275, 270, 275. I think we have a chance to kind of squeeze ourselves up there. We'll see if we get that action tomorrow. And that's it. All right, so VTVT on watch. I'm expecting further downside on Tilray. Again, thank you guys for joining me on TGG Tuesdays. If you guys like the content, you like the education that I'm putting out, subscribe to my channel. I put out these educational videos almost daily. Give me a like, shoot me a comment. I respond to all of them. And if you didn't join me on TGG Tuesday today, make sure you go to the TrueTradingGroup.com website and register for the next TTG Tuesday, which will be next week, where we open up the chat room free to everybody. Come trade with me live. I'd love to see you guys there. Take care.